Hi, I'm Tammy. Welcome to Yoga with Tammy. Today I have a wonderful heart opening practice for you. So we can get started in a comfortable seated position with your hands anywhere on your legs that feels comfortable for you. And we can just gently gaze ahead or close the eyes. And we'll start by taking a few deep breaths. So breathing into the belly and the chest, spine straight. And a full exhale with the mouth open. Inhale in. And exhale, mouth open. Inhale. And this time try to exhale a little more slowly and with the mouth closed. Now let's bring our hands to the chest, one palm on top of the other, eyes still closed. And we'll just set a little intention for today's practice. May I listen to my heart's deepest truths. May I open my heart for my own healing. May I be guided by my heart for the benefit of all beings. Great, now we can open our eyes and bring our hands to the chest, to the heart, Anjali Mudra. And on an inhale, we'll open the chest, arch the back and look up. And exhale, rounding the spine, bringing your head to your arms, your forearms touching. Inhale, open. This is like a cat-cow, but from a seated position. Exhale all the way out. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Great. We'll bring the hands down, palms facing up. And on an inhale, raise the arms up. Holding onto the left wrist with the right hand, and then side bending on an exhale to the right. Inhale up, switch sides. And exhale down to the left. Nice side stretch all on the right side. We'll do that one more time on each side. So inhale, switch sides. Exhale, stretch. See if you can go just a little bit deeper this time. You might want to look up under the arm. Inhale up, switch. Exhale down. Inhale up, bring your palms together. And if you can, if it's not too much for your neck, look up. And then on an exhale, see if you can do even just a small back bend, feeling your chest reach up to the sky. Inhale, back up. And exhale, let's keep the spine straight. Bring your hands down. It could just be your fingers or your palms. And then we're going to take a deep breath in, strengthen and lengthen the spine. And on an exhale, we'll slowly bring the palms forward just until you reach your edge. And when you take your next exhale, see if you can go just a little bit further down, aiming to bring the belly and chest to the ground, even the forehead to the ground if you can. Surrendering your heart to the earth. Take one more deep breath. And on the exhale, we'll gently make our way back up to seating. And now we're going to do a yogi squat. So we're aiming to bring our feet around the width of the mat with the toes pointing out. And we want to get our heels to the ground if possible. If you need some kind of cushioning or a blanket or even a block to sit with your buttocks, that's great. And if you can, bring your heels all the way down. Your hands can stay forward for balance, or if you can, bring your hands back to the heart, Anjali Mudra, with your elbows pressing into your knees to deepen the stretch. If you want, you could even press into your elbows with the knees just to get that extra strength and stability. And we're aiming with a straight spine to imagine that your chest is reaching out into the world in front of you. You could close your eyes and look at your inner eye, at your third eye between your eyebrows, or you can just look straight ahead. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Tailbone down, one straight line from the top of the head to the bottom of your spine. Great, and on an exhale, we're going to come into our first downward dog of the day. So our hands are pushing straight into the mat, about shoulder width distance. Your feet are about hip width distance. You can pedal it out to stretch out the hamstrings. And then we can bend both legs to make sure we're pressing really hard into the mat with the hands and lengthening the spine. Hips up. And then when you feel comfortable, you can straighten the legs, aiming to get the heels back down to the ground. Take a deep breath. And on an exhale, we'll slowly walk to the front of the mat. Feet hip width apart. And we'll do a gentle forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And just hang and release. No tension in the back, in the arms, or in the neck. Loosen the jaw, loosen the muscles around the eyes. If you want, you can sway a little bit from side to side. And then bend your knees. And then very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, we'll come up on an exhale until we're in standing mountain pose. Palms facing forward, shoulders back, shoulder blades aiming to touch, tailbone tucked down, head over neck, and shoulders over pelvis. Gaze straight ahead. This is such a strong warrior stance, just like this. Standing tall like a mountain, heart radiating out. And take a deep breath. Now inhale up, arms to touch. If you can do a tiny micro bend in the spine. And then exhale. Fold forward. Inhale, flat back. You can have your hands on your shins, on your thighs, on the floor if you can. Exhale down, forward fold. Inhale, right foot back with your knee down. And then inhale, arms up. Tailbone down to protect your back. Chest up to the sky. Exhale down, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. And then inhale into plank. Exhale, come down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, chest to the sky. Exhale down. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left foot down. Make sure your hips are squeezed together as we inhale, arms up. You can bring your palms together if you'd like and attempt a back bend. Exhale, hands to the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale up. And exhale, palms to touch at the heart. Take one long inhale and exhale. And we'll do the other side. So inhale, arms up. Maybe you can do a slightly deeper back bend this time. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back, knee to the ground. Inhale, straight back, shoulders back away from your ears. Inhale, up. Slight back bend. Exhale, down. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhale to plank. You can always put your knees to the ground here if you'd like, and then chest to the ground. Elbows by your side. Inhale up into cobra or into chaturanga with your hips off the ground and your knees off the ground. Looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here. Find strength, find stretching anywhere that you can. Shoulders away from each other. Inhale, left foot forward, back knee down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, back foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up and back. And exhale, hands to the heart. Great. It's amazing how if you just slow down these sun salutations, you can get so much out of each movement. Okay, from here, you have your feet together, and then we'll bring the left foot back about 2 to 3 feet on an angle with the toes facing towards the top left corner of the mat. And if you want a little bit more balance, you can bring the feet a little bit away from each other. Straight back. We're going to take our hands and clasp them if you can behind. If not, we can just do it with the arms straight. So your shoulders back, chest to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And an exhale, leaning forward from the hips straight back until you're parallel with the ground. We'll pause here, take a deep breath in. And then we'll exhale all the way down as far as you can go. You can just stay here as well. And you can bring your arms over your head. Or if you'd like, you can bring your hands down to the mat. And make sure to only go as far as you can go, being mindful of your knees. Keep a slight micro bend in the front knee. And exhaling as you attempt to deepen the stretch. One more deep breath. You're scissoring your legs together to maintain stability in your hips and in your torso. And then bend your knee slightly and then help yourself come up with your leg muscles here. Inhale up. Hands to heart. And then we'll do the other side. So we'll just bring the back foot forward and go to the other side. And then try, if you can, to clasp your fingers the other way, so the way that feels unnatural for you. Shoulders back, picturing that straight line from the top of the head to the bottom of the spine. Inhale up. And exhale, coming so that your chest is parallel to the ground. Your heart is facing the earth. You can stay here. Or on an exhale, bring it all the way down. Arms overhead or hands to the ground. And again, make sure that you're scissoring your legs together so that we're not leaning to one way or the other way. We're staying really stable in the core. And on each exhale, let's see if we can go just a little bit deeper. One more deep breath. One breath, one movement. Exhale. Bending the front knee. We'll inhale up. And then hands to heart. Coming to center. Great job. Let's inhale. And exhale. Hands down, and then on an inhale, all the way up. Fold forward. Inhale, flat back. We're going to bring the right foot back, and then the left foot back into downward facing dog. And then on an inhale, bring your right foot forward. Bring your left foot at its same angle as before. And we're going to come up into warrior one. So hips facing forward, front knee over the foot, not going any more forward than the foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two. So hips facing the side of the mat now. You might want to stretch your legs out a little bit further. Look over your front hand. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hand over the head. Looking up. And then exhale all the way back down into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. And on the inhale, we'll bring the left foot forward, right foot down, coming up into warrior one. Strong, powerful stance. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale into reverse warrior. Inhale, and then exhale all the way down into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. This is our last moment in downward dog, so let's make the most of it. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your knees down. And we'll come to sit on the heels of our foot. Take another deep breath. Shoulders away from the ears. And now we're going to stand on our knees. Keep your toes touching the ground like this with your heels up. And your knees about hip width apart. And from here, we're going to place our hands on our lower back. Make sure your shoulders are back, your tailbone tucked in. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to bend the back, bringing the chest all the way up to the sky. And you can stay here, or if you can on an exhale, you can reach your hands down for your heels. Your chest up to the sky, your hips pointing forward as if someone's pulling you from the belly button out. And if you'd like, you can keep your neck as it is, or you can drop it down. Take one deep breath. And on an inhale, slowly come back up. And we're going to rest in child's pose. So bringing your knees to the widths of the mat. And then slowly bringing your arms forward. Head down and take a few deep breaths here. Letting it all go, surrendering your heart to the earth. Okay. On an inhale, we'll come back up. And we're going to meet in butterfly pose. So bringing your feet together so that the soles of your feet are together. Straight spine. If you need to sit on a cushion, that's great. And bringing your hands to your feet. And we're just going to lift our knees up so that your legs are floating like a butterfly's wings, just fluttering in the sky. You can increase the pace if you'd like, but just go at your own speed. Spine straight, chest out, tailbone in. Really nice sense of structure of your body. Okay, great. And then from here, we're going to bring up the left arm. Inhale. And we'll exhale and just do a simple twist to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up with both arms. And exhale, twist to the other side. Then we'll bring the hands up. And exhale, hands to the heart. And before we do our final rest, we're just going to come down slowly flat on our backs. And bring your feet to your buttocks about hip width apart. Bringing the right foot crossing over the left knee, and then reaching with your hands under your thighs by the hamstrings or in front of the shins, and just gently bring your legs towards you. Really nice hip stretch. You could flex the upright foot to protect the knee. One more deep breath. And then we'll do the other side. So right foot down, left foot crosses over the right knee. And then bring your hands where they're comfortable to press your legs towards your chest. You can always close your eyes to focus your gaze inward. Great, feet on the ground. And then, if you'd like, we can end with a happy baby. So bringing the arms on the inside of the knees and the outside of the foot. And then pushing the knees towards the ground with your lower back flat against the ground. So you're lengthening your spine. And on every exhale, just release closer and closer to the ground. more deep breath. And on an exhale, release everything to the ground. Leave your legs wide, flat against the ground, your arms, palms facing up, away from your body. Bring your hands to the back of your head and sort of pull your head so that your neck is straight and flat against the ground. And then keep your hands, bring them back to where they were, palms facing up. And just breathe. Picturing every single limb of your body, every part, just releasing further and further into the ground. Your shoulders falling, melting into the ground. The back of your head, your eyes softening, your jaw softening. Hips melting into the ground, your heels melting into the ground. Notice how you feel after today's practice, physically and energetically. And breathe. You can stay here as long as you'd like. You can just pause the video and rest. And when you're ready, just come to your side and make your way into a seated position. And I'd like to end today's practice by reading a poem to you from my new book, Yoga Healing Love. And I have a series of poems for each chakra. And since we did the heart today, I want to read the poem from the heart chakra, or Anahata chakra. So maybe you'd like to close your eyes or bring your hands to your chest. And this poem is called I Love. I love, oh, but I love. Arching back, I raise my chest to the sky, and I can feel our enchanted world echoing in the chambers of my heart. I have walked 1,000,000 miles and tasted all the joys and sorrows. I have danced with pain and crumbled from desiring so much, all so that I could arrive at this, a better understanding of love, to live with love, to be love. It is love that heals me, taking heartache into its gentle fold, soothing and nurturing it so that I may open enough to feel everyone's suffering and remain in communion with all beings in our long and beautiful shared experience. How alive I feel in our shared heartbeat, this sacred awakened consciousness. Oh, how we rise together. I feel you within me, and I within you. I feel the rhythms of the earth beating in each and every one of us. I hold your hand as you hold mine, and we feel love in the deepest reaches of the compassionate heart, transcending this one moment and dwelling in all of eternity together. May I always strive to honor the empathy and joy within me. May love be my greatest teacher. May I allow universal love to heal me. May we live with love and as love always. Thank you so much for being here with me for today's practice. I hope you enjoyed it. And may you have a beautiful, energetic, and lovely rest of the day. Thank you. Namaste.